What's up, guys? ADN95 here. How's it going? I wanted to give some time from the Pokemon Direct till now to give out my reactions, just because I didn't want to, immediately make a video right after the Direct and be like, oh, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome, this. And really, that's just my initial reaction, my initial thoughts about what I think about the game. But really, I've given it about 5 or 6 days, I want to say, ever since the Direct, and I've seen the trailer so many times, trying to get some information, just trying to get some viewpoints of how I feel about the game just by looking at the trailers and all that kind of stuff. So here it is, guys, my thoughts about Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. So yes, like I said before, the games are called Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I think those are great names, honestly, because, I mean, from what I've heard, there's one rumor called Pokemon King and Pokemon Queen, and the issue that I would have with that, or not just me, but like I feel like other people would, is because you don't want to kind of be like, oh, Queen for like females, King for males, and stuff like that. You don't want to bring up some sort of sexist issue or something like that, but really, this trailer has actually got me really excited for this game. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some issues I see with the trailer. One, what I'm about to show you here, right next to this lake, it looks like the tree, like the leaves and the textures, they don't really look the best in some areas. So, they have, I'm guessing this game comes out either October or November. I mean, if it does come out in December, I'd be really, really shocked by that. They do have some time to kind of fix some of that up. Granted, 8 or 9 months may not be enough time. Now, I don't want to sit here and say, oh, this game is running from the Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, Ultra Sun, even X and Y engine, because I don't think it is. I think, well, okay, I take that back. I think it is, but I think it's going to the farthest potential that the engine could possibly go to. The game does look amazing. It looks beautiful. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of there's nice open areas, I want to say that. But the problem is that there's some areas like in the snowy city and stuff like that, since we don't know the names for them. There's no NPCs or nothing like that. The only NPC I saw was that female trainer that we battled against with, I don't know what Pokemon she was using, but it's just, it just seems really, really empty. It seems like there's no NPCs or nothing like that, and maybe they were just trying to get a feel of the of the environments of the cities and towns, and I respect that, but yet again, this game cannot be this empty. There has to be NPCs kind of living their lives in these cities, living their lives as Pokemon trainers, so we can go against them. But another thing too, I also want to kind of mention here a bit, is that towards the end of what I thought was the first trailer, but I guess it's all one trailer, you kind of see, I'm guessing you as a player, you're kind of walking to a ginormous stadium, but you're kind of wearing a soccer out here in America, or football everywhere else in the world, outfit. And I don't know if this is going to be a mini game. I don't know if you're just going to be battling in the stadium. But to me, it would be really weird if you as the character, you as a human, you're going to be playing soccer and not your Pokemon. If that is the case, say like for a mini game or something like that. That's why I don't think it's going to be anything to do with sports. I think they're going to take some part of Pokemon Stadium, or even like Pokemon Coliseum or XD Gale of Darkness, and kind of put it into this game. Sword and Shield, when you think of that, you kind of think of attacking and defending. So there might be some cool mechanics with that, but yet again, it's just the name of the titles, and Sun and Moon didn't really have that all that much. Same with the rest of the other Pokemon games. They're just more by design choice and stuff like that based around the games. So it might be just with that, with Legendary Pokemon like they've always done in the past. But yeah, I wonder if like these ginormous stadiums are going to be gyms, because they did mention that gyms are back, which I'm actually not gonna lie, I'm really, really happy about. But it looks like on the map here, there's only 4 major cities. Does that mean there's only going to be 4 gyms? If that's the case, then I'd be really surprised by that. Because if they go back to 8 gyms, get the 8 gym badges and stuff like that, I feel like they're kind of going back to the well too much, and kind of just making Pokemon old again, if that makes sense. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't mind the island trials back in Sun and Moon. I didn't play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so I don't know what if pretty sure the Island Trials were in those games. I just didn't play them. I didn't mind those, but to me, it's just like there wasn't that much Pokemon battling going on during that time. So hopefully, for this game, there'll be more of an emphasis on the Pokemon battling instead of, these mini games or whatever. Also, the game director, who is not Masuda, he says that there's going to be many, many new Pokemon in this game, but he didn't say how many. Me personally, if there's about 80 to 100 or even more than 100 new Pokemon, I will be very happy with that. Because in the past Pokemon games, we've only gotten around 60, 70 new Pokemon, and I mean, granted, some of them are not the best designed, but it'd be really nice to see some new Pokemon in this game, especially for someone like me, who I didn't play through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I didn't like Sun and Moon that much. X and Y I thought were okay, and I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go ever since, it came out. So I've been capturing a lot of older Pokemon that I know and love. It'd be really nice to have a brand new connection with some brand new Pokemon. Speaking of new Pokemon, they showed off the brand new starters of the Galar region. That's what the map is called, by the way. I totally forgot to mention that earlier. The first Pokemon that they showed off in the trailer was actually a small-looking orange bunny running alongside of Gear. His name is Scorbunny, and of course, we only know one type, and it's Fire, Water, and Grass, just like all the other Pokemon games, which I'm kind of happy to see. I'm not gonna lie, don't change something that isn't broken in my opinion, but Scorbunny is the Fire starter. Now, there's going to be a lot of speculation going on. People, and I've seen a lot of comments, people do not want Scorbunny to be Fire and Fighting. The speculations that I've seen with Scorbunny is they want Scorbunny to either be, or they think Scorbunny is actually going to be Fire and Electric. But what I think personally, I think he's going to be Fire and Steel, because he's kind of running along a Steel gear. While some people who think that it's Electric, when he's running, he's kind of making a little static electricity as he's running through. So he could be Fire and Electric, but I'm hoping he's Fire and Steel. The next Pokemon they showed off was Sobble, the Water-type Pokemon. What I've kind of seen some comments and speculation is that he's going to be Water and Poison, or Water and Ghost, because of it looks like it's going to be his ability. He can kind of blend in and turn invisible when looks like when he's in the water. So I'm kind of hoping he's Water and Ghost, because I think that'd be a really, really cool typing. Also, I don't think we've ever seen that typing before, but I could be wrong. But if he's also Water and Poison, that'd be also pretty cool, because he is kind of like a chameleon-like. And then the last Pokemon that they showed off, which I'm not really that excited for, was Grookey, the Grass-type starter. What I think his second type will be, it will either be Rock or Ground. Because in the trailer, as Sobble runs away, you can see Grookey hitting a rock. So I think he's going to be Rock-type, but I can also see the argument for Ground. I've also seen a lot of comments complaining about these starter Pokemon and how their designs are. And honestly, I actually like their designs. Granted, I'm not really that big of a fan of Grookey all that much, but I've seen a lot of comments saying that like these designs, they're fan art, they're fan made, and really that's kind of a compliment. Because there's been a lot of times Pokemon, you can kind of tell that, yeah, Game Freak has kind of hit a wall of creativity. So people saying, these look like fan-made, they're fan art, that's actually a huge compliment to Game Freak in my opinion. But the designs for these Pokemon, I will kind of agree, they do look a bit tamed and stuff like that. The best Pokemon designs, in my opinion, weren't, like, they go all the way back until Gen 3 and Gen 4. Those are probably the best Pokemon designs for starters in my opinion. But it also matters how the evolutions will look and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, Sobble looks amazing. Scorbunny reminds me too much of Roger Rabbit or Bugs Bunny. And Grookey, we have way too many grass monkey type Pokemon. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in Grookey, but still, I think those three starter Pokemon, overall, they look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And that was pretty much it with the Pokemon Direct, but the Pokemon president did mention that there are other works with the Pokemon brand. Now, what could he mean by this? In my opinion, I don't think he's talking about games. I truly don't feel that way, because the only games that, in my opinion, people would actually want to talk about and care about is Pokemon Let's Go 2 and Gen 4 remakes. And I think it will be both of those games, but just at a later date. But yet again, he wouldn't want to talk about them in this direct because they're already trying to work for the messaging with Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Sword. But the thing that I think he's talking about, I think he's talking about the 2 Pokemon movies that are coming out. Detective Pikachu, and I believe it's Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Again or Strikes Back Evolution. And that's really what I think he's talking about with the Pokemon brand. He could be talking about maybe a new anime that goes with the Galar region, with Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, new trading card games and all that kind of stuff. Maybe some lower tier Pokemon games, but yet again, I don't think it's any of those. I just think it's the 2 movies that are coming out. So really, that is pretty much all with the Pokemon Direct. I'm excited for these 2 games. I'm going to try and get them both. I'm going to review Pokemon Sword, and then maybe next year, and yes, I'm already thinking about next year for this channel, I would probably do a playthrough series on Pokemon Shield. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for these games. The map looks great. There's huge cities that I cannot wait to explore, new Pokemon to capture, old Pokemon to capture. Doing this all with Sobble. So I'm really, really excited. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.